Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and kind of a welcome back to me as well. I haven't posted in, what, probably a couple weeks now. Um, it's, things going on, man, you know, it's just that time, that time of year in the winter where we're getting a ton of snowstorms, and it was a lot of shoveling, a lot of cleaning out. It's starting to get better now. The wife was on vacation for a couple weeks, so we spent a lot of time together, and I stepped away from the video games for a little bit and doing this, but we're back now, and as you can see, we're in Farming Simulator 19. That's right. I broke down and I finally downloaded the game. It was on sale for PS Plus members, and I thought, you know what? I think now's probably a good time to get the game. I've had the game for about a week or so now, and now we have the first DLC on the horizon, which is coming out March 26th, and I realized that I did indeed pick a really good time to purchase this game. A lot of good things are happening with it now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was pretty skeptical about this game at first. You know, there was a lot of things about it that didn't really excite me. I know that there was a lot of bugs in the beginning and all that, and of course it takes a while for the mods to start really rolling in, which they are now. And I mean, here we are on this beautiful map, Marwel Manor Farm, that Oxygen David released, and I gotta tell you, I'm going to start my Let's Play on this map, and I'm going to do it a little different because I've already started this map. I've been playing this map for a little while now, but you know what? I don't think it's going to really matter. I'm going to explain what I did, what I have, all that, and I haven't done a ton on this map yet, so yeah, we're gonna try it that way because I really don't want to start the map over again, and it's really a good map. Now, what I am going to say about the game is that, again, this is a very good representation of the game. And I'm sad to say that the base game maps really don't do this game justice as much as this map does. But that's just, you know, we may get to that in a later video. Maybe I will discuss it a little bit in here. But so this is what I did. I want to show you what I did with this map first. Nope, wrong button. Okay. So when you start the game, you start off with this area here. This is your main farm. You have a lime station. You have your silo. You have gas. You have cows and sheep. And you start off with field 19, 18, and 15. And that's it. And so what I did, I bought the forest because the thing with FS17 that I really liked is that basically you could do whatever you wanted. And with FS19, they kind of took that freedom away by having to buy all the land. Like, you know, you can't just go and do forestry now if you don't own the land. And I'm not too fond of that. But they put that government subsidy mod in it. And that gives you money. And you know what? I mean, you can call it a cheat if you want. To me, I don't really feel that you could cheat at this game. There's no end game. There's no winning the game. So I don't think you could cheat at a game that you can't really win at. So basically, you know, I just like it because I'm going to set up my map the way I want to play it. Pardon me. So I bought the forest. I bought Southview's barn here because this has chickens, pigs. It's got a gas station, a lime station. But yeah, I wanted the chickens. The chickens in this one kind of interests me the way you got to feed them and the way you get the eggs are actually in boxes now. And I bought field 6, and I bought field 3 and field 2. So that's pretty much what I did. The subsidy, I use that to get the forest, to get field 6 and 2 and 3, to just kind of start out the farm with a couple more fields and in the forest and stuff like that. Um, the rest of the equipment I have, which I'm not going to go through all of it now, but the rest of the equipment that I have that didn't I didn't get with the map, I used a loan for, and if you go over here, you'll see that yeah, I have like a $320,000 loan that I have to figure out how to repay. So yeah, so right now we are kind of getting ready for said DLC. Let me just turn that down a little bit here. See how that is. Okay, so I'm going to set a worker off here, and this is getting ready for the DLC. I'm planting poplar in here because they're going to have that new baler that I really want to try. And you know what? I've never planted a poplar before. I never planted these in FS17. So yeah, that's interesting. So as you see, I got here this thing, because this is what you need to spread the lime. You can't spread lime in one of these. So, and the lime, you go through a lot of lime. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like fertilizer. This one little thing full can do a lot. This here, I think this holds a little over 18,000 liters. With lime, it's not going to do a lot. You go through lime quite a bit. I bought this tractor, this New Holland. I bought this little flatbed here. I bought this because I really like these, and this comes really in handy with the chickens. That John Deere, that came with the farm. That's one of the ones that did come with the farm. So now I'm going to go back up over here. I know I can just tab, but it's a nice day. Sunny out. No snow. God, I wish I was here right now. Look at this nice grass. I tell you, I really like what they did to the grass textures this time around. I mowed a field, and I really like how they don't have the mowed texture where it looks like that weird yellow color that was in FS17. It's actually just a nice light green like it should be. Okay, so this tractor, this big Fent here, this came with the farm. I bought this. This is what I got. This is the harvester that came with the farm, and this is what I'm going to be doing now. And that's another thing. Because this is going to be kind of like a let's play, but I am going to go through and kind of give my thoughts about the game and such. They really did a good job with the vehicles in this game. I will say that the vehicles and the lighting, I mean, look at that. Look at the sun, how it hits that. I mean, look how you can see the dirt. They really did a good job on that. The interiors, same way. You know, textures now are so much more. I mean, there are textures where, you know, and before, oh, I never noticed that before. You can actually see in the, oh, that's pretty cool. Huh, look at that. Yeah, so like, you know, if you had a leather seat, it looked leather. You know, like the floor, you can see it looks like it's rubber. You know, so I think they did that really good. Now, one of the things that I did agree with when the game first came out, oh, there you go, just run right into the trailer, why not? Was kind of that, from what I seen, like the graphics didn't look that much different from FS17. And I can honestly say that if you're in that camp, like if you kind of think that as well, and you haven't played the game yet, if all you're going by is what you see on YouTube or Twitch, or like, give the game a chance. Try it, because I thought the same thing, and when I got the game, and when I downloaded it, and when I started playing it, you know, no, it's like you can, it's better. The graphics are definitely better. You know, it's not something that's going to be like jump out at you. It's a little more subtle. But I mean, like the textures, even like right here. Like I'm harvesting oats right now. And just the way they bend now, it looks really good. And I really like the fact that now you have that chopped straw texture that gets on the field. You know, and I'm like a sucker for little details. And I think in a game like this, little details really help a lot. That's the other thing, the birds, you know. Again, a little detail, is it important to gameplay? No. You know, is it just kind of like a cool little addition? I think so. You know, it just adds a little bit more of that immersion effect, which, it's a simulator, so I have high expectations for any game with the word simulator in the title. Like, I'm not even going to lie. You know, if it says simulator in the title, you know, it's got to be a simulator, basically. Helper J is blocked by an object. So that's the thing. Like the, wait a minute. The helper's still kind of, dude, really? Why does he keep doing that? Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably do this again myself. Do a rope here, I'm thinking. Pull that back okay, so I can see. Do another 2 rows to make sure he doesn't go in the creek again. So that's another thing. Like they obviously, I don't feel where they've done anything to the workers, to be honest. It still feels the same. The only thing that feels a little different with this game is that it seems like sometimes you get workers that are competent, and sometimes you get workers that are just real idiots. So, I mean, I guess it doesn't get more realistic than that, in a way, but, yeah, and it's still, I mean, they did nothing to fix the problem of having, you know, fields that are odd-shaped. If you have an odd-shaped field, putting a worker on it is just, it can be a nightmare. So just like 17, you got to kind of figure out how to square the field up before you put a worker on it. If that means going around the headland 3 or 4 times, that's what you have to do. Okay, so now maybe that'll be good enough, or he won't end up in the creek again. God, I hope so. Okay. What? What are you blocked by? I don't understand. This makes no sense. Blocked by an object. I don't... Oh man, I don't get this. Now see, that's frustrating. That right there, that's definitely frustrating. Like, I don't get that. So I'm just going to have to watch him a little bit here. It's alright. Set him off. Take a look around. Show off how nice the map looks. That's our thing. You know, that balloon. It's animated. It moves all around the map. It's pretty cool. When I first started playing the game, I thought it was just static. I thought it just stayed in one spot, but it moves around, and every once in a while you get a fighter jet that flies overhead. So yeah, I mean, so much thought is put into these mod maps. You know, I mean, I just really love it, and that's why, like, I've been playing this game a couple weeks, and I started playing on Ravenport, is it? And it's just, I just wasn't feeling. Don't you go in there? Why is he doing that? Oh, why, man? All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do this myself. I guess I'm just gonna have to do it myself now. And that field's never gonna get harvested. Okay, so let me shut that off. So seeing that I've never really done populars, I don't really know what I'm in for, so I think I might just end this field here and see how they grow for the first time. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Let's see here. Can I offload this? No. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this here, and I'm gonna tab back over to my harvester here. And where am I with this? I don't think. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get the tractor. Not that, not that. No. It's from here. And I think I'm gonna go offload that harvester first. Now, I think the one thing that I really discovered with getting this game is that I just like the Farming Simulator series. I think it's just a really fun game that I'm probably going to enjoy no matter what they do to it. They made some improvements. Some of the changes that they made, I'm not particularly crazy about. I'm not fond of, but just because it doesn't suit my play style, and I don't feel that they did it in a way where you have enough of an option to not go that route. Like, for instance, on a map like this, I don't want to start from scratch. I don't want to put. First of all, I'm just going to say that the in-game, the base game buildings, farmhouses, the animal pens especially, I really can't stand. I know that may sound harsh, but yeah, like the in-game animal pens, I think, are just awful. I mean, for a game that's called a simulator, those animal pens will take you right out of any immersiveness in this game. You know, like, you can have a pen where it says it'll hold 500 cows, but yet the model in-game looks to hold maybe 10 or 20, and they look so cramped in there that it's just, it looks terrible. You know, and I mean, it's kind of sad because, like, I don't want to bash the developers of this game, but some things that they do, it just seems to me that they're really lazy. And I'm sorry, but you can only use the excuse that you're a small team so much. You know, it's like, so if you're that small of a team, then, you know, get a bigger team, because you're selling a lot of copies of this game, and it wasn't cheap. You know, like when this game first came out, the base game alone was as much as a AAA title. And all the collector's edition stuff, you're talking, some of them were $79, $89, $100. So you're definitely making enough money to hire on some more people. And the only thing I am going to say is that, although yes, the graphics are better, you know, I think that this graphics engine that they have is kind of at the end of its life. Like, I really don't foresee them making this game look any better than it is right now with their current graphics engine. You know, and we have like PS5 on the horizon, and we have new Xbox on the horizon, you know, so that means the next iteration of this game, FS21, will be on next-gen consoles. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, again, I mean, it's, for me, like, the game is super fun. It really is. You know, and the graphics that they have in this game are better. You know, I definitely think the vehicle models are a lot better. The lighting is better by leaps and bounds during the day, but like certain things like that right there, like when you get into dark areas, even during the day, like shady areas, it's really hard to see. And the lights on the vehicles are completely useless. Like, playing this game, once it gets dark, forget it. You know, I don't know. Like, playing this game, once it gets dark in the game, you can't see. And like I say, the lights on the vehicles do nothing. And again, my biggest issue with the new game is that render distance. You know, I mean, when you zoom out, you know, you can see that circle just following me. And I mean, the render distance is just horrible. You know, I would have liked the developers to work on that a little bit, but I don't know where their priorities lie. I really don't. But with all that aside, like, I can still say that I like the game. You know, I mean, I don't... Is it perfect? No. You know, I don't feel it is. But is it still fun? Yes. I definitely think it's fun, and I still maintain that the modders really make this game what it is. If it wasn't for the modding community, this game would not be anywhere near as fun as it is to play at all. You know, that's why I see online, I see a lot of people kind of, you know, being rude to modders and stuff like that, and it's like, you know what, you need to respect what they do, because they're not doing this for money. They're not getting paid for it. They're not employees of Giants. You know, they're basically making this game awesome for free, and Giants is kind of raking in the money from it. And you know, a lot of it is the modders. I mean, the modding community, the mod maps are so much better than the base game maps. You know, I think probably if Giants could figure out how to make a decent map, then it wouldn't be as bad. But, really the base game maps, like I don't mean to sound like I'm just ragging on it, because I know I've said it multiple times already, but yeah, I just I cannot get with those maps. Alright guys, so I'm gonna keep plugging away at this field. It's like, what is it? It's like 6 o'clock in game, so I got probably another hour and a half of daylight. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep harvesting this up until dark. And I think this is probably a good spot to end this video. This video was just kind of getting back in the groove of it. Give a little bit of my opinion on the game. Like I say, even though I have some negative things to say about the game overall, I really like the game. I wouldn't put it on my channel if I didn't. I already have about 50 hours into it, so I'm really enjoying it. And there's a lot of good things coming up, guys. We're getting new mods almost every day. We have a lot of really good maps coming up. Oakfield Farm's coming back. Shamrock Valley, we're finally getting Shamrock Valley on console. I can't wait for that. There's talk that Oakfield Farm, not Oakfield, Lone Oak is going to be converted. I know that there's talks of a really big American map, a possible 4X map. Now I'm not sure if that's coming to console or not, but that's going to be huge. They got DLC coming out. Seasons, guys. Seasons is coming. And for me personally, I can't wait for Seasons. That just completely changes the game. You know, when Seasons mod comes out, that'll change everything for me personally. I'll be running Seasons constantly. So a lot of good things to come. And in the next episode, we have a lot to do. I mowed field 19, and I have still a ton of grass bales on it. I got to get them out of there. I'm probably going to sell those. I have another field 6, I believe, is behind the other farm. That needs to be finished plowing. I need to finish plowing that, and I got to tell you, like, plowing isn't one of my favorite jobs, but I like to keep it on because, you know, I mean, hey, there's jobs in real life that we don't like, but they have to get done, right? So, yeah, we have a ton of stuff to do. We have chickens. I plan on getting sheep, hopefully pretty soon. That's why I'm thinking, I don't know, I may just keep the grass bales that I have and start buying some sheep. But I don't know, guys. So like I say, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please hit that like button down there. Feel free to make a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you want, if you like the content. I'm going to be putting out a lot more Farming Simulator. I'm going to be putting out a lot more Call of the Wild. I got some pretty cool ideas for upcoming Call of the Wild content, so kind of stay tuned for that. This one here, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to play on every map that comes out. I kind of only choose maps that kind of speak to me. Like, that may sound strange, but that's just how I play. So, so yeah, again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.